How's it going, guys? My name is Tavarish, and in front of me is my Mercedes-Benz S65, my ultimate daily driver. And today we are transforming the look of this car with a bunch of bolt-on parts. This should be super easy.
Oh.
Huh. So that's bent. So welcome everyone to the most ambitious daily driver I've ever had. This is my 2015 Mercedes-Benz S65 AMG. It has a twin turbo V12 making around 621 horsepower, and honestly, I love the way this thing looks. But there's a few things that I don't love, and it's the fact that this has about 80,000 miles, and when I bought it, it was in a little bit of rough shape, meaning that this was not this color. It looked like this. And then when I took off that wrap, it was even worse than I thought. Actually, the entire side, that entire side, needs a lot of work. So I figured, since I'm doing some work to the car, why not upgrade it and make it look like a brand new one? Well, not a brand new one, because they make like actual new versions of this car. And now my car is the old one, but this is gonna have the facelift one, which means that this is sort of newer. It's a little bit more new. I'm giving this a mild upgrade, and it cost me a lot of money. So the reason why I'm doing all of this is because this is a car that I've been going back and forth about selling for the last few months, and I realized after driving it, I don't want to sell it. I love this thing, and I just want to make it better. And this is something I definitely want to keep. But speaking of things that you guys may want to keep, I should talk about today's sponsor, Keeps. So I know that was a super smooth segue, but it's because I need to tell you something, and it's something you might not know. You see, 2 out of 3 guys, by the time they're 35, will experience some form of male pattern baldness. You can already tell which one I am. I'm 35, and I'm definitely one of those 2 out of 3 guys. But Keeps makes things super simple to get your hair loss under control. So Keeps offers clinically proven research-backed treatments to stop hair loss and improve hair growth. With Keeps, you can get quality expert care without ever visiting a doctor's office or pharmacy. All Keeps treatment plans are doctor recommended and delivered straight to your door at about half the cost of a traditional pharmacy. Whether you're looking to prevent hair loss, stimulate hair growth, or just take better care of the hair you have, Keeps has you covered. Keeps physicians will help you select the right products and treatments for your specific condition and hair goals. And you can easily subscribe to Keeps and get refill reminders so you'll never run low on the products you need to take care of your hair. So hair loss stops with Keeps. Go to keeps.com/Tavarish to get 50% off your first order. That's KEEPS.com/Tavarish. It's in the link in the video description below. Go check it out right now. It is really worth it. So let's begin. You'll notice that I haven't changed camera angles because I need some space. I purchased a bunch of parts from my friends at CKM. They actually gave me the awesome steering wheel in this car, and they sourced some really cool bumpers and headlights and taillights and everything necessary for this car to look like a 2020 final edition, which looks like this. I love the way that thing looks. Now, I bought this quite a long time ago, and it was not cheap. It was about $5,000, but here's what I got. I was a busy boy, and so there's a big box of parts. We're gonna unbox. This is an unboxing video. Okay, so in this box, in this magical box, is everything I need to convert my car into a 2020 spec. And obviously I wanna do everything as OEM as possible. So this box is from China. So I have my handy dandy helper here, Jack.
What's up?
Hi.
Hey.
You look really excited. Let's open this box and see what we have. I opened this because I got this. This is probably like a year ago I got this.
It's been sitting in the corner for a while.
Yeah, there's a bunch of parts in here, and it's all plastic. Hey, we got
an absorber.
We got foam, so that's good. Please don't break that. That's probably, I don't actually know how expensive any of this stuff is, but this entire box was fairly expensive, so I think we should just take everything out of the box and see what we got. What if it's not even for this car?
We'll make it fit.
we'll make it fit.
It'll be custom.
This is why I love your attitude. Thank you. This actually seems like it has a little bit of weight to it. These are, ooh, I know what these are. I know what these are. Do you know what these are? Yes, but not just any exhaust tips. These are carbon fiber exhaust tips because, you know, the best exhausts are made of carbon.
That adds like 5 horsepower or something.
It does add 5 horsepower.
That's definitely Chinese. This one's Chinese.
That's Chinese?
For sure.
I think everything in this box is Chinese. All right, so this is the mouthpiece. That's where all the air goes. This car's gonna be faster after this.
Maybe lighter.
It's definitely gonna be lighter with all the plastic. Yeah.
You have a rear bumper too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Huh. So that's bent. Wait, hold on. We're good. We're good. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're bending it out. Hey, you're a body guy, right?
I know nothing about plastic.
Definitely check your parts, guys, because sometimes when you leave plastic parts lying on top of other plastic parts, this can happen. I don't think this is the fault of anybody that originally put this in the box. This is probably my fault because I had stuff just lying on top of this. But I don't think this is a huge deal. Right, Jack?
Nah, not too bad.
Are you sure? Are you sure that this right here, the fact that this is just dented in about a foot from where it should be, that's not a problem?
I'm not excited about it, but I mean, it's not that bad. What we'll do is we'll clip in all these parts, and once we get them clipped in, I think it should give it some shape, and then we'll just use a little heat, bring it back to where it's supposed to be, and I think it'll be okay.
Okay, so that should be all right, but what about the car that it's going on? Because the reason why I'm doing all this is because this needed some bumper work, this needed probably some fender work, definitely some work over here on the door, and then we realized that a bunch of this has been repainted and not super well.
Yeah, it's not terrible. It's not the worst absolute job it could be, but it's definitely going to need some smoothing. You're going to need to block it down, see where the highs and the lows are in your bodywork, because it's...
Yeah, I'm gonna need to block it down. Yeah. Me.
I have to teach you.
Yeah, please do teach me. I'm gonna be on that couch right there. There's a couch over there, and that's where you can teach me.
Yeah, okay. This is how you do it.
You're doing a great job.
Yeah. But we're just gonna have to bust it down, take everything off the car, get it ready, and then once we have all the new parts fit up and we know they all line up and go into place, bodywork, I will knock that out pretty quickly and we can get it painted.
Okay. In addition, we also got these guys. So there's some aftermarket LED taillights, which look honestly pretty good. And we have the trim, and then we have some used OEM 2020 edition with these 3 little LED strips. That's actually how you know it's an S-Class. The E-Class has 2 and the C-Class has 1. And if you have 1, if you're rocking 1, I mean, you might as well just burn the car. I mean, it makes no sense. You're just driving a poverty spec automobile. But the 3 mean you have the big boy, the big daddy, and these actually don't look horrible, but new hotness, that looks a lot better. So let's take this all apart and then see how bad this car is.
Let's do it.
And welcome to a new front end. I know it doesn't look like it's new, but it's sort of in the process. Now, this is, well, the fitment is, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
It's not bad. I'd say like it's like an 8.
Really?
It's bent up from being packaged and sitting in the box, but if you look right here, it's pretty good. Minus the body line that's been shaved. Mm-hmm. You know, that's custom.
That's custom.
Custom.
So the car did not come like that.
No, it had a nice little body line that followed right there.
Right there, and then it just goes to nothing right here.
Gone.
It's just gone. And it's gone. I fit this up on this side, and as you can see, it's actually pretty good. So one thing I forgot to do was headlights. Headlights would be important, right?
It'll finish the look, and it'll give us kind of an idea.
It'll finish the look of the car if I put headlights in it, yes. Yeah. So we're going to put some headlights in it, and right now we're just mocking everything up. This is not the final fitment because we need this to be off and completely disassembled so we can put it into paint. But this had a little bit of a boo-boo, as you saw before, so we want to make sure that this pops out and conforms to its new shape. So headlights in, then maybe grill, and then we like close this up, and then we see like what this actually looks like.
Yeah, get a full fitment. Get a good feel for how it's gonna look.
Okay, now I'm getting excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. All right, now that looks pretty dang mean. It almost looks like it was when I had the wrap on it, but this is now gloss white. I want to see what this grill looks like.
I think so, yeah. Let's check it out.
So this is the same grill. Oh, did I?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, whoops. Yeah, I got a little hasty there. It's actually pretty easy to take this front end apart. It's even easier when a lot of stuff is broken. Be very careful. Be very careful. Now it kind of looks like a taxi. Oh! Ooh. Looks like it works.
Nice.
That's nice. That's really cool.
You didn't have to fit anything on the inside of it either.
Oh, it's doing its thing.
Nice.
That's really cool. Now all we have to do is paint, and then that's it, right?
Yeah.
That's it. You just gotta.
Just a little bit of flick of the wrist, and you're good.
Okay. Realistically, what actually has to happen now?
Now we got to take it back apart. Mm-hmm. We got to take all the brackets on the inside off. We have to do the bodywork to the doors, which are a little rough, but
when you say a little rough, what's going on here? Because people on camera, they're not going to be able to see what's going on.
It's really hard to see how bad it is, but like you can see here, that's primer. That's peeled right back off whenever you took the wrap off. And the whole door has like a subtle waviness to it where they put a little bit of filler, probably skim coat on the whole thing. The biggest surprise was the body line in the front, but I mean, we can see all that. But this is pretty funny right here. I like that, you know, body line to like no body line.
Yeah, so there's supposed to be like a little line right there, and then it just goes to nothing. Good, fantastic.
Don't need that.
Nope, don't.
More aerodynamic.
Yeah, that's how that works. So taking this car apart is actually, I was gonna say not that hard, but it's also not that easy, because when you have a car that costs $200,000 brand new from the factory, there are some hidden bolts, and also when you get a used car like mine, you have some interesting modifications done by shops that don't exactly know what they were doing. So we ran into some issues, mainly on the bottom. We had some bolts and screws that shouldn't have been there, and they were just self-tappers, weren't they?
Yeah, that's how you make it fit.
That's how you make it fit if you don't know what you're doing.
Send it.
You gotta send it, especially on a very expensive car.
It's Friday, it's gotta go, send it.
SEMA's tomorrow.
That's right.
So, honestly, this wasn't too bad at all. Everything came off with clips. Now, what we have to do is mock up that rear bumper. There is a diffuser over there. We need to put all the harnesses and sensors and all that stuff in the back. I want to clean this up a little bit because it's just kind of super dirty here. So I'm going to clean this up, and then we can start mocking up everything, put the new taillights in, and then the rear should be good to go. And then we have to take everything apart.
Disassemble and hope that we don't scratch it on the reassemble.
Yeah. But, I mean, honestly, the car's already almost ready to go to paint.
Yeah. Only a couple more things. We're going to clean up the inside, right, on the rear door. Because where they painted the quarter before, it's got some roughness in here.
What happened? Oh, yeah, that's, I never noticed that.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a paint edge, right?
Yeah, that's bad. Were these hard to take off?
Yes, they're a little bit of a pain in the butt. They have like a carbon fiber piece here. You never want to flex carbon fiber too much. It's going to crack, but that was a little bit of a pain in the butt, but it's only one screw, and then just the rest is clips. So two screws and the rest is clips.
Okay.
But everything else is pretty self-explanatory. It shouldn't take us too long to get this done.
Actually, this is pretty cool. I haven't seen this. So this is the sunshade here, the power sunshade. So this all retracts, it goes up, and this kind of opens up. This is really complicated, and I hope that this never breaks.
When you take them apart, if you take something out like with not an order, it's like a very specific order on these things, they will wrap like themselves back up, and it's always fun to try to get that back together.
Wonderful.
You want to try it?
No. So back is mocked up, front is mocked up, and we have everything taken off the side, getting it ready for the paint booth. I love the way this looks, and to be honest, I was a little bit skeptical on how this is all gonna fit, but it's real on point. I mean, you can see the body line matches up perfectly over here, the fitment is great, and for a piece that's just made of plastic and just clips into place, it ain't that bad.
No, it's pretty good. For aftermarket, if you would have told me it was aftermarket, I wouldn't have believed you. I thought when you first showed it to me, I was like, oh, these look like OEM bumpers, but when you told me they were aftermarket, I'm like, okay, they're really good aftermarket.
Yeah, I was very, very, very surprised. So we still have to do some work. We're just mocking this up. And these are the new taillights. They're very, very slightly different from the old ones. The old ones, the LEDs were a little bit tighter packed, but these are, well, they're just newer, so that means better. Now with this being completed, it does mean that we have to take everything off and then go to the paint booth. But before we go to the paint booth, Jack has to do some like, well, the painter does this,
yeah,
but you do this. What is that?
Like the sanding. Just
that's sanding?
Yeah, you sand like this.
That's pantomiming sanding.
Yeah, pantomiming sanding. Yeah.
What did you do?
Like this. painters get it easy. They just got it one hand.
So you gotta okay. That's sanding.
No, this thing is pretty nasty. It's got bodywork all the way down the side, and it looks kind of like unfinished bodywork, like they didn't finish doing the, you know. And, but if you look down, I don't know if it's gonna be easy for the camera to catch, but it's very wavy, like throughout the whole panel down here. And the saying is, if it isn't right, paint it white. So that hides a lot.
That's the saying. If it isn't right, paint it white.
If it's not right, paint it white. So
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and probably more white cars. So
yeah, well,
please don't say anything about my white cars.
No, they're not bad. Just maybe that one.
That one's horrible.
Yeah. But there's gonna be some simple cleanup work. It's not really that bad. Like a little bit of body work here. I just want to take that off, bring back that body line that's not there anymore.
Okay.
Smooth out these doors. You can actually catch it pretty good here. See if you can see from this angle, but that front door is really wavy, like from all through this section right here. It's got a few bumps here, but nothing major. I think once I'm done with it, it will look good enough.
It will look good. It's going to look OEM. It's going to look better than OEM.
It's going to be perfect.
I can't wait. But right now, we got to take all this stuff off and then prep it and then do a lot of this.
A lot of this.
Right?
A lot of this.
Okay.
It's going to be the whole side of the car, pretty much.
So I'm going to leave that for the next episode because in the next episode we are going to have the full transformation of this in the paint booth. That's going to be like a lot of work, and I'm really happy with how this. Let's take a look at the front. That looks so much more aggressive.
Definitely.
That looks great. And I'm very surprised that the lights worked because they need some sort of like adapter harness, which did come in the kit. And I didn't install that. I just installed the lights and they work. So good. All right. So I need some help with direction because I don't want to keep these wheels black. I'm not a fan of black wheels. I'm okay with like the Stormtrooper look, but I think these would look good in bronze or maybe chrome. These were originally chrome, and I think this needs to be chrome again because there's going to be chrome accents on the front, there's going to be chrome accents on the side, and a lot of people don't like chrome. I think on this car, on such a stately and sort of imposing car, it makes sense. What do you think?
Definitely. It will match all the other chrome too, so it'll just finish it off and give it a nice touch.
Or gold?
We got tape. We have gold tape.
We do have gold tape. We could just gold tape the entire car. I want to gold tape the entire car. Okay, so that's going to be it for today's episode. In the next episode on this car, this is going to the paint booth, and we're going to do a lot of body work to this car, and it's going to be a complete transformation from what it was before, where it didn't really look all that great, but it was my daily driver, to an awesome brand new looking car, and I can't wait. So until next time, this is me reminding you guys that on cars like these that are gonna look really, really cool, you guys need to build them better, and to do that, you should always wrench every day.